I am absolutely delighted to introduce something called the Loft Ledge to you. It was sent to us by a company called Loft Leg. As their name would imply, they make loft legs, and these legs are designed to lift a loft floor up above 250mm or so above the insulation, so you can get more insulation in there. But that's another story. The Loft Ledge that they've sent us is designed to add shelves to your loft so that you can increase the storage. You can see the suitcases piled on top of each other with the boarding down the centre of the loft. That's quite normal for most roofs, but getting to the bottom suitcase when you go on holiday is a bit tricky. So Loft Ledge is a fantastic idea, and I'm going to show you what's in the box to start with. 2 shelf brackets, plenty of holes to screw across the trusses, 1 screw in each truss, and that's ample to hold this up. You'll see me doing that in close up in a bit. So we get 2 brackets, 1 for either side of each truss. There's 4 screws to fix the trusses and 3 shelf sections which simply drop down underneath. That's all there is in the box, and that's all that's required. You're going to need an electric drill or something to make a pilot hole in a hand drill. We like to use a spirit level, although that's not absolutely essential, but what is essential is a tape measure. The instructions also come in the box. So I'm going to get on with this one, and while I'm doing this, obviously you're not going to see what I'm doing in close up, so we're going to overlay what I'm doing with some images of the close-ups of me doing it. So the first thing I'm going to do is measure up from, not from the loft floor, from the truss. Most times your loft floor isn't level, so we're going to check that with a level later on, but we're going to measure up from the truss, and I'm going to have this shelf at 15 inches above the truss. I'm going to do the same the other side. So having marked both of those trusses at 15 inches, I can put my first bracket in position. So grab the bracket. As I say, you'll see a close-up of this in a second. So my first bracket is going on at 15 inches, and I'll put the screw in position there. Screw number 1. Line up with my second line, and that's 1 bracket in place. Not a problem at all. I do exactly the same thing on the other side for the other truss. Mark that off at 15 inches there, and on the last truss the other side. Put the second bracket in position, and finally the last screw in position there. And I drop the shelf brackets on, the shelf sections on, slide them down, and there we have a complete solid shelf. The instructions, the load bearing weights are in the instructions, so you can't overload them, but what a super simple idea. We're absolutely chuffed to bits that Loft Leg sent us the Loft Ledge. Brilliant.